Welcome, friends. I'm going to do a pick a card. As you can see, there are three groups. This reading is going to be called You Are So Fucked Up for That. Okay, and I decided to do this reading because I was raised by a Virgo mother, and oftentimes she made sure that I knew when I was fucked up for everything that I did. But as a Virgo, she was never fucked up for anything that she did. And she was very fucked up too, okay? And I feel like a lot of times I come in contact with people and no one ever really wants to admit their flaws, and being the type of person that you constantly are pointing out your own flaws and trying to fix them, people often look at it as if like you're beating yourself up, when in all reality, I know for myself, I'm perfecting myself, or as close as I can get, or to be the best me that I can be. I don't feel like playing with myself. And I think you all should know when you was really effed up, okay? So pick one, two, or three, just whichever one appeals to you. And let's get started. Now, excuse my daughter's in the background. It's shower time, so people are making a little bit of noise. But I wanted to get this reading in for y'all. It was nice and rainy. I'm in the mood, so let's get it on, okay? So group one, why are you so effed up? Let's see. So it says, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Okay, I'm left to assume that group ones are people when something happens that they don't like or they're upset with. It's like, instead of you addressing the problem, like you just want to leave totally. Like you just want to cancel the whole situation instead of dealing with the problem. And that's kind of effed up. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. And this is in particular, it has to do with romantic relationships. So you have a mouse and you have a bouquet, which means offers, okay? And this book to me says like when you find out something you don't like, or it's, there's some sort of secret, or maybe you don't get the information that you want and it makes you anxious, and then all of a sudden you just decide you just done with it altogether. That's kind of effed up. The cards want to let you know that's effed up. See, because in the end, what you have here is the lovers. And the lovers, like everyone is always saying, it's a choice card. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I don't particularly look at it as a choice card. I look at it as a card of union, a card of cooperation, a card of reality, a card of leveling up. I don't necessarily look at it as a decision. I mean, you got the Two of Swords, you got the Two of Pentacles. I mean, like it's. I don't think it's. That's just me personally. I don't think it's a decision card. So to me, what it's saying is in romantic situations, you have the tendency to get upset at something and just decide that you're totally done with the person instead of working it out. And the cards are saying to you that you need to take a little bit of time and work on things, because just as much as you're upset at the other person for being effed up, you're effed up. You're effed up too. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that group one, and we're gonna move right on into group two. And why are you so, that girl or guy that was so effed up? Let's see, what did you do? Okay, so the first card says, a nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. I know what this saying means, but I'm trying to think what would be so effed up about it. I think we're gonna have to go further. I mean, because the saying means like if you're doing something for somebody and they're not even paying attention to it, like what was the point? Let's see. So you have the man, the lady, and the child. That is such a weird combination for this. And I never see these three cards together ever. A nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. I think maybe you're effed up because maybe you're missing out on the joys of family life, possibly number two, because maybe you're the blind horse, and maybe there are really beautiful things going on around you and you don't notice them because you've turned a blind eye. Let's see, we'll find out with the tarot card. So we have the Nine of Swords. Um, how am I gonna put these together? I don't know. This is really bugging me a little bit. I think maybe you're a little depressed. Okay, maybe okay. So, cause I'm looking for why you're effed up. I'm thinking maybe you're depressed. Okay, and because you're depressed, you're making your family members feel like the things that they do are not as nice or as important as they really are because you can't appreciate it. And that's kind of effed up because when people put their time and effort in, they should be appreciated for what they do. I kind of, you know, let's pull one more card. I'm going to pull from my new deck. See if I can get one more insight card on why is group 2 effed up. It says no use crying over spilt milk. So once again, I think you are. I think you may be a little depressed. You know, maybe things just haven't gone the way that you thought they would by now, and that it's got you in a little bit of a damper, and because you're in that damper mode, you don't appreciate what you really have that is good, and that's kind of effed up. Okay, so group 2s, I'm sorry it was a little cloudy, and the more I think about it, it could seem cloudy or could have been cloudy to me because depression is a pretty cloudy energy. You know, I have dealt with depression and anxiety as every person will in their life at some point in life. Everyone goes through things that cause you to be anxious and depressed, and one of the symptoms is definitely the foggy brain or being confused. So group 2s, you know, figure out what you need to do to get yourself better. You know, if it just means that you need to get out more and take care of yourself more. I'm a firm believer of everyone is always talking about if you take care of your insides, your outsides look better. But I'm a firm believer in as above, so below. And I believe that it works in the reverse as well. When people take care of themselves on the outside as well and they see themselves looking better, then they start to feel better and they also do better for themselves. So maybe you need to figure out, is there something nice that you can do for yourself that'll make you feel better and start taking better care of yourself? Or maybe you need to start a new routine, and you may even, you know, possibly need to go and talk with someone, talk through your problems, or medication. You know, I'm not a doctor, so I really don't want to talk about medication, but I'm just saying definitely you need to figure out what you can do to change your outlook on life because your sorrows are spilling into your family life. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this read, number 2s. I hope you get it together. I hope you're feeling better sooner than later. All right, and let's move on to number 3. And why are you effed up? Like, what did you do that's so effed up? Let's see. The first card is there is no cure for love other than marriage. I kind of got a feeling group 3 might be players, but not necessarily. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. Oh, yeah. We have the rider, the fish, and the coffin. It basically, okay, so the rider and the fish together is like mini suitors. You kill them. You just you just killed their hearts. That's effed up. Cause then right here we have Ace of Cups. It's like you have these relationships and you have people feeling so drunk in love, and you know y'all are having a great time, and boom, you just leave them high and dry. Group 3. You need to work on that, you know, until you're ready to be, you know, responsible in a relationship. You should tell people you don't want to be in a relationship. You're just out to make friends and have social times, good times, no strings, no things. You know, you have to let people know that, because there will be many other people that feel the same way that you do. You really have no business wasting time with someone who wants a real relationship when you don't. And I believe it, there's a huge world of men and women who don't want real relationships. And you all need to stick together, okay? And let those that want to be in relationships to stick together. And then those that aren't quite sure, they can ride together as well. We have to learn how to get in where we fit in sometimes. So, yeah, group three, y'all just some players, y'all some heartbreakers. That's kind of effed up. You need to figure out what you can do to stop breaking people's hearts, all right? I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I know it was a really quick pick a card, really quick read, but it was on mine. I wanted to do it. It turned out to be a good read. I enjoyed it. It was very perceptive, especially group twos. I really hope that y'all do something really good for yourselves. Okay, and look around, be appreciative of the things that others do for you. Okay. And I hope you have a one. As a matter of fact, before I say I hope you have a wonderful day, as a matter of fact, group ones and group threes are kind of heartbreakers. Y'all need to work on that, okay? Because a lot of times, that's all I ever hear people talk about when we talk about people being effed up. Y'all gonna have to do better and be more responsible with people's hearts and emotions, all right? I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. She's a blonde, magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Turn her back on me, baby. Okay, so if you made it past my outro bonus read, sometimes I feel kind of bad. I read y'all for filth, and I talk about you and tell you what's wrong with you. So hey, I figure I show you all what's fucked up with me. Okay, that is so fucked up that I do this. Here we go. Out of sight, out of mind. And that's so true. I'm definitely that type of person. Even with family members, I talk about that a lot. I suffer with some different anxieties, but one of the things I do is when I'm not around, I don't contact people. And it's not because I don't like them or I don't love them, but it's hard for me to be away from the people that I love or like. And it's a defense mechanism of mine. It's how I protect myself, and I know it's harmful for other people. And that's really effed up. As you can see here, you'll see there's arguments and transformations and escapes. That's also something else I do. I switch up on people sometimes, I do. And as you can see here, the last card is the Eight of Pentacles. Another thing that I do to escape people and my emotions is I dive into work, hobbies, books. It's what I do, and it's effed up, and I'm going to work on that. So if you're my personal friend and you're on here watching this, I will work. I will be better about switching up on you and just dipping off and all of that, and engulfing myself in work and hobbies to keep from dealing with my emotions. I will express to you all how I feel, all right? And that's your bonus, guys. And that's so effed up of me. I hope you have a wonderful day.